Welcome to Quantum Finance. My name is Parker, and this is our weekly market recap for the week ending September 1st. So in today's video, we'll go over the charts, and then we'll talk about some news from this week, and then we'll look at the economic calendar for next week. So starting here with the S&P 500 Spider ETF, nice green week this week after bouncing off that midline here on the weekly chart. As you can see here on the daily chart, breaking out on Tuesday of its downtrend and really topping out today after running into that upper extreme on the daily. Turning to the debt market with the U.S. 10-year yield, red week this week here for the 10-year yield after topping out last week after running into these previous highs back here from October. Getting a nice bounce today, getting back above that midline here on the daily chart. Turning to the dollar, another green week here in the dollar, pulling back here and getting a huge wick off that midline here on the weekly chart. As you see here on the daily chart, kind of the same story, bouncing here off this midline area with two big green days here in a row, getting close to that upper extreme here and these previous highs back here from Tuesday. Turning to cryptocurrencies, pretty crazy week here for Bitcoin. As you can see, another big red week here. Not big red week, but another red week here. Big volatility after, getting rejected here off that midline. We did have news that the Grayscale won its lawsuit against the SEC about their Bitcoin ETF, but then it came out and the SEC still delayed the Bitcoin ETFs for all the major institutions and fund managers. So as you can see, the large volatility that occurred this week with the news from the SEC. So another red week here. The week's still over, still holding these lows back here from June, but definitely see what will happen here. Definitely looking for these lows to hold. We definitely don't want to see this squeeze to the downside because this is a very significant area of support and resistance right here. As you can see, these previous highs and this previous low here. So definitely looking for about that $25,000 level to hold. Turning to XRP, another red week here in XRP after bouncing and getting rejected here off that midline on the weekly chart. Same story as Bitcoin, just kind of sitting down here looking for these previous lows to hold. Turning to commodities, we have gold, nice green week here in gold, getting up through that midline here on the weekly chart. If you do look, it does look like we have kind of a falling wedge type pattern forming here on gold, which is a bullish kind of reversal pattern here. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. I am definitely bullish on commodities and energy. If you look here at the daily chart, as you can see, running into resistance here on this upper extreme. Turning to silver, red week here in silver after getting a pretty big rejection here off this downtrend line that we were referring to last week. And running into this upper extreme here on the daily chart, just pulling back into this previous price action from last week. We can't talk about oil. I missed that one. If you do remember the last week's video, I did say oil looked very bullish here, and I did expect a massive breakout coming this week. As you can see, that bullish pullback we got into that midline here with that nice wick, and then as you can see, breaking the downtrend we were in on Tuesday, and then just getting monster days here back to back with up 2.75% this week, breaking these previous highs back here from August and really just extending to the upside, sitting right now at $85.84. As you can see, breaking above all previous resistance that we've been under for this entire year. These next kind of level you're looking at is probably up here towards this $92 level. So now we can look at some news from this week. So as you can see, the SEC delaying decision on all 6 Bitcoin spot ETF applications another 45 days, including BlackRock, Invesco, Galaxy, WisdomTree, Valkyrie, Bitwise, and Fidelity. We also had the U.S. unemployment rate moved up to 3.8% in August, which is the highest since February of 2022. April's 3.4% rating was the lowest since 1969. But as we all know, a lot of these data points from the administration and the Fed this is all just fake data. We also have China's U.S. Treasury holdings reaching its lowest level in 14 years, down $481 billion from peak. We also had a post from Swift this week that they were announcing, together with more than a dozen major financial institutions, they have successfully shown how the Swift network can facilitate the transfer of tokenized assets across multiple public and private blockchains. So nice to see Swift, which is the current financial rails of our financial system, switching over and starting to get acclimated to the blockchain and cryptocurrencies. We also had the U.S. announcing another $250 million in aid for Ukraine. And we also have this is the what I was talking about earlier with the Grayscale winning their lawsuit against the SEC. So now we can look at the economic calendar for next week. So it looks like Monday is a holiday for Labor Day. No economic data on Tuesday. Wednesday we get non-manufacturing PMI and non-manufacturing prices. Thursday we get initial jobless claims and crude oil inventories. So yeah, that should do it for the video. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.